Life can be challenging at times. It can be hard. Most of you guys have heard my story and how I lost two of my kids this past year. I find that many of us, myself included, in my past, when you have things go wrong in your life, that's the only thing you focus on. Woe is me. Even if you are moving forward, the only thing that truly matters in life, at least at that particular time, is that problem or that issue. Every other thing that's going well in your life seems to kind of fade away, or at least you don't really give much focus to it. Other people's problems that people that you're around and near, and people even that you love, if they're going through something, that doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is what you're going through. And that's for one, that's a lonely place to live. Two, I don't think that's how we should be. When I was in the hospital, and the day I learned that my little girl was leaving, there was a guy that I developed a relationship with in the hospital. His daughter. I honestly forget the whole, all the specifics, but his daughter was fighting for her life, and she was struggling. But he just got some good news that looks like it might be going in a positive way. So I a couple hours before, I just got the news that my little girl wasn't going to be here. And so I saw him. And so, of course, I told him about my little precious CL. And, but he felt obviously horrible for me, like most people would. But he didn't want to, he was still obviously worried about his daughter, but he didn't want to tell me anything. I wouldn't hear that. Like that didn't sit well with me. So I encouraged him. I said, "Look, I want to hear. Tell me about your daughter. I want to hear. What can I do for you? What can I do for you?" Now, yes, I just found out that my little girl's not going to be here anymore. It's hard. I deal with that. I dealt with it then. I've dealt with it every day since. But I learned even from then, even from that moment, that I do not have a monopoly on pain. People are just hurting all around. So I couldn't do anything for my baby, but I live my life every day to hopefully she's proud of her dad. She's proud of her daddy. So what can you do for somebody else? I'm not saying you negate or forget about your own problems, or you still handle your quote unquote handle your business. I'm not saying don't do that, but what I am saying is don't forget there are other people around that you can actually lend a hand and help. And you never know how much, perhaps it'll come back to you in some form that can help better your life. Sometimes it won't. But does that really matter? No. What should matter is the fact that you're helping out another individual, help enriching their lives, and hopefully they will pass that on to help enrich somebody else's life, and onwards and onwards and onwards it goes. We're all in this together, guys, or at least that's the way it should be. We're all in this together. So, despite the fact that you're hurting, you can always reach out you can always email me if you like, or send me a message. I'm here. But regardless, if you don't reach out to me, find somebody to talk to if you are in pain. But please do not forget to help out your fellow man. It truly can benefit all.